minutes and then we'll start. Okay, team? Mhm. So let's continue. So yesterday we completed cross validations. How many type of cross validations? Why to use cross validations, team? Cross validations will help to reduce overfitting technique, isn't it? And how many type of cross validations we saw? Two, stratified and k-fold CV. So in k-fold CV, what we done, we divide, based on the k-fold, based on the k number, we divide the records. We divide the data sets to the number of k, okay? And then we do equal number of split, and we do equal number of split. Understood? And every time whenever we do equal number of split, we got multiple accuracy. When we got multiple accuracy, what happened, guys? So overfitting will reduce, because when we divide the data, when we divide the data multiple time, so high variance, please, high variance reduce to low variance. So here we go, low bias, low variance, that becomes your best fit. Clear? So the next one is stratified CV. Stratified CV, rather than equal number of split, we just split randomly. Understood? And once we do randomly, and we take average of random scores, and then, okay, this is another stratified cross validations. What next, guys? Grid search and model tuning. You can call it machine learning model tuning. If anyone asks in interview, what is machine learning model tuning or machine learning hyperparameter tuning? So you have to talk about what else, guys? Grid search CV and random search CV. I mean, here what we do, a user or a ML developer tune the custom, okay, model values, isn't it? Parameters value, I'm sorry. Custom parameters value can change. A custom model value can change by user. That's called. In interview, if anyone asks ML model hyperparameter tuning, please talk about grid search and random search. Understood? I just introduced to cluster. What is cluster? Is just a group. Okay, what is cluster? The data is discrete. The data is discrete. When the data is discrete, that is called cluster. So when the data is continuous, it is regressions. When the data is binary, dependent variable is binary, that is called classifications, right? When the data is discrete, that is called clusters. So how many clustering algorithms we have? Clustering algo, we have PCA, sorry, the first one, K-means, hierarchical cluster, DB scan cluster, PCA, principal component analysis, principal component analysis. Great. So this is all those things we've been work. Let's get back to Saturday. Just 1 second. Just 2 minutes. Yeah. Sure. No worries, no worries. So the next 1 second. I will teach MLOps, not now, just once we'll start AI, there we talk MLOps. One moment. Uh, This is the capstone projects I'm sharing now, guys. Which file? 7 p.m., right? Yesterday, do you remember these are capstone projects I shared to you? 1 second. So I think how many projects I gave you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think 15. The web scraping also I gave it to you. Web scraping and Zomato and Zomato analysis. So you're 62 and 63. So I think 63, 15. Overall, I'm giving like 62 to. Okay, this is what I mentioned you. What are the practicals? What are the projects I given to you? Okay, now see, no need to work, but just you can see that and understand. If you time, you can work. Let's get back to. Shall we go to the clustering algorithm, guys, now? Yes, the first algo is K-means. This is close and open here. Text to speech, have we worked? Anyone create a front end for that? Yes, all those things to waste. You haven't posted. I hope it's working for you, right, team? Great. Let's talk about this now. Just 1 second. Okay, so 1 second, 1 second, team. One second, guys. మనకు ఇప్పుడు వీడియో ఎడిట్ అయింది అదే ఒకసారి చిటిసరికి పెట్టాను అంటే ఫస్ట్ చేశారు కొన్ని ఎడిట్ చేసింది కొన్ని టాపిక్ రిమూవ్ చేయాలి 2 టైమ్స్ ఉంటాయి ఇప్పుడు ఎడిట్ చేసేసి మనకు పెట్టారు అదే చిటిసరికి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయాలి చేయమనేసి నేను మాట్లాడతాను మీరు ఆల్రెడీ వెళ్ళుకున్నారు కదా మాట్లాడుతున్నాను ఏం లేదు చిటిసరికి ఫార్వర్డ్ వన్ సెకండ్ okay sorry guys so let's start K-means algorithm. The first one is K-means algorithm. Do you remember in entire machine learning journey, I will teach you the deployment part in MLOps, okay? And model monitoring in CI/CD, all those things I will teach you. In entire ML, whenever you find K means what? Euclidean distance. Understood? KNN, K means wherever you find, you got Euclidean distance, isn't it, team? Okay, Euclidean distance. Online team, can you hear me? Are you see my screen? Where is this, guys? Yep. Okay, all right. So I want to give a small discussions, little understand the math behind it. Then we'll work today. I will complete K-means today. Today, Saturday, we don't study much because next week entire be problem. So we'll little study today. See, there's a two things in a school. There are few students are there. Understood, guys? In the department, there are 12 students. In the 12 students, what you have, these 12 students needs to make into two group, guys. The principal said you have to make how many groups? Two groups. The first group is K1, the second group is K2. The first group is K1 and second group is K2. Got my point? So the first one, so what the teacher does, so first record 185.72 belongs to K1 group. Understood, guys? 170.56 belongs to which group? K2 group. Let me tell you, just 1 second, 1 second. అదే అంటే ఎడిట్ ఉంటే కొంచెం ఎడిట్ చేసి Give me 1 minute. Sorry, guys. There's small work is going on. Just 1 second. Um, uh, I think most of the offline teams they forgot today. Correct, guys? Where is this guy? 1 second. Vikram. Okay, guys, let's start. Mm, in K-means, if you see this diagram, okay, there are 12 students and you have to make into how many groups? Two groups, K1 and K2. In K-means first concept, this is called centroid. What we called? Centroid. K1 centroid is 185/72. K2 centroid is 170/56. You may ask a question, can I make any other number belongs to K1, other number belong to K2? The answer is yes. Any number you can belongs to K1 and K2. For explanation, I just make only two numbers because first student belong to which group? K1 group. Second students belongs to which group? K2 group. Up to this clear? Now I wanted to calculate the third students belongs to which group? Now I want to calculate the third students belong to K1 or K2 group. That is why I wanted to calculate Euclidean distance for this, guys. How to calculate Euclidean distance for this? 168 minus 185 whole square plus 60 minus 72 whole square. The answer is 20.80. Team, observed value minus actual value. 168 minus 185 square plus 60 minus 72 square. What is the answer you got? 20.80. Second one, 168 minus 1, because I have to compare with two groups, guys. Understood? So 168 minus 170 square plus 60 minus 56 square. The answer is 4.48, which is near, I mean, 4.48 is lowest value. Finally, this belongs to which group? K2 group. K1 is value is 20.80. K2 is 4.48. Online team clear. Online team clear. So first student belong to which group? K1 group. Second students belong to which group? K2 group. Now I can see the two records belongs to K2, correct? That is why I will calculate a new centroid. How to calculate a new centroid? 170 plus 168 by 2 plus 56 plus 60 by 2. I got my new centroid as 169.52. Are you guys clear now? Because I have two records belongs to K2, that is the reason what I have done. The first centroid is 185.72 and second K2 centroid is 169.52. Up to this clear? Online team understood? Response guys, response people, understood or not? Great, great. This part is clear. So now the next concept. So I have K1, this is K2, this is K2. Now, what is my new centroid? K1 belong to 185.72, K2 belong new centroid. Can I calculate K4 now? Fourth, अब बताओ fourth records belongs to which group? Let's apply. 179 minus 185 square plus what happened, guys? 68 minus 72 square. Understood or not? I got some value. The value is 6.32. What is K2? 179 minus 169 squared, because I have to calculate new centroid, and 68 minus 58 whole square. 14 point, which is nearest value? 6.32. Now this belongs to which one? K1 or K2? K1. Are you clear, guys? Now K1 has 2. Can I calculate new centroid? How to calculate new centroid? 185 plus 179 by 2 plus 68 plus 72 by 2. So when you do that, this becomes your K1. And it will keep going on until last student, guys. Team, are you understand? Team, are you understand? So how to make a group now? So I can make a group based on centroid and new centroid calculations and Euclidean distance calculations, guys. Got my point? So this is math working behind. This is math working behind what, guys? This is the math working behind the K-means cluster. So cluster. Now, how did I do it? Let's get back to the technical. How you think? First, choose the number of K clusters. First, what is the first one? Choose the number of K clusters. One second. Okay. So the first choose how many clusters we selected? Two. Select random K points, centroid, and assign each data point to the closest centroid, nearest centroid and closest centroid. Third one. And then compute and place new centroid of each clusters and keep doing things and finalize it, guys. Now my question, guys, are you clear? The math is understood. So the next part, so there is another concepts I want to teach you. So the data set which I showed you right now, how many clusters we made, guys? Only two. So the another questions comes up. Why two? Why not three? Am I correct? Why not four? Am I correct? Why not five? Why not six? Or why not 12? So the answer for this interview question, how to find out, how to find out the cluster from the data set? The answer is elbow method or elbow graph. Understood, guys? What is the concept? Elbow method or elbow graph. Now, my question to you, we have a hand, right? Where is elbow? This is elbow, not team. So, what is elbow graph? Elbow graph states in x-axis we have, it will decide number of cluster. Understood, guys? And y-axis it defined WCSS. What is WCSS? Within cluster, within cluster, sum of squared, sum of squared. So how to see the elbow graph? I want to show you one example. Just try them, then go for Google and then you can call it elbow graph. So when you see elbow graph, just go to the images. Now my question to you, if you notice this here, see that, guys. Hmm. Do you see in this graph, assume your arm starting point and assume this is a finger. Pretty clear? So don't you think the elbow would be come up here or not? So that means how many clusters I can make? Three cluster. Are you guys understood now how to decide which clusters you can make based on what, guys? Based on elbow graph. Team, are you clear? Based on elbow graph. That's what. So can you answer me how many clusters you make from this group now? Let's talk about mm, how many cluster online team? Three clusters, right? How many clusters, guys? Three clusters. Great. So no, three or four guys here because it is not so bend. यहाँ पे बहुत bend है, guys. Understood? I can be like four clusters. You can make it. Team, are you clear? Online team understood now. Yes, it's not three because if you see, yeah, sometimes we considered three only. It's better three only. Understood? So this is called WCSS, within clustered sum of squared. Shall we build one practical? That is all K-means clusters. That's it, guys. How many points you need to remember in K-means? Centroid, new centroid calculations, distance matrix calculations, elbow graph, x-axis, y-axis. That's it. And WCSS. And I'll show you this part if you see. Okay. So we have three clusters. What is equation of WCSS? The equation of WCSS, C1 means cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. Got my point? Cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. PI means P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and keep goes on. Understood? So look at the equation distance of P1 C1 square, P2 C2 square, P3 C3 square, and you can do that. Okay, online team. Online team, everyone hear me? Now try this. Do you remember yesterday I showed you an offer letter of 28 LPA? I want you be the next guy to show me the offer. Experienced guys, are you listening to me? Freshers, लाओगे? अरे 3 लाख ला लो उसके बाद 28 लाख सोचोगे. Got my point. So, okay. So can you tell me how many clusters I make it now? Three. Understood? How come you know? Just go back again. Three. Cluster one, cluster two, cluster three. Pretty clear? This is called optimal number of clusters. Great. Let's build one practical now. I will share one data set. Today will be complete this one, and then we will most of them thinking the session is at 7, right? Because they forgot things, man. Stream, new announcement, team, work on a test file. Thanks. I wanted to finish everything, but I'm looking the students count. I don't to continue because post. Can you please open the data set which I post now, team? And after open the data set, let's write. This is very nice practical, and we'll build this how the clusters you make for your organizational use cases. Okay, team. So just close it. Issue report, close. Let's 1 second. File, restart, discard all. Okay, first thing, let's start working on this. First, open the data set. And when you open the data set, may I know, I wanted to ask you, is this data, do you have dependent variable here? Thoda socho team, please think. Let me open this data set right now and just open it. Come on. Okay, let's do it. If you notice this here, customer ID, genre, age of the customer, income of the customer, spending score. Do you remember whenever we go to shopping mall, they give one card, right? Yes or no, guys? Based on your expenses, the card points are added. If you purchase more than 5,000 rupees, they give have some offers. 500 rupees offers. You have a card or not? Online team, are you with me? So the next one, customer ID, genre, age, annual income, and spending score. You got all these scores. My question, spending score always stop at 100, isn't it? Assume you earn to 20,000 rupees per month and you spend 20,000. पूरा 100% खत्म हो गया तेरा. Got my point. You finish all 100%. So that means this is called spending score 1 to 100. Now you try this here. So when you try this, can you call this is a regressions? Can we call this variable is a continuous variable? No. Why no? Why no? Online team, why no? Because it stop at 100, guys. It is discrete. Team understood. What is continuous? 100, 101, 102. Gold price, continuous variable. Understood. Spending score, discrete. Rating of the meal, discrete. Children's, discrete. Children's of a parents, discrete. Or children's of a parents continues. No, it is discrete, isn't it? All right. So now age also discrete. A person, how much age he can live. Is it discrete up to some extent or not, guys? So the online team, you got clarity. So to get spending score, exactly. So here, do you think customer ID genre is not important? Male can also spend more, female can also spend more. So these two are irrelevant. I'm going to build the model with this one. In this data sets, no dependent variable. In this data set, no dependent variable. We have only independent variable. Let's open a spider. Let's get back to the work team and now close. First one. Let's try NumPy pandas matplotlib and apply matplotlib pandas. Let's read. I don't think so. Age also irrelevant, guys, because in shopping mall anyone can build it, right? Okay, so let's execute. This is what X age and spending score. Age or what this, guys? This is annual income and spending score, right, guys? Annual income and spending score. So this is two things we have, guys. Do you see we don't have dependent variables here. We don't have dependent variables here, isn't it, team? Okay, great. So the next thing is, so here from sklearn.cluster import k-means. sklearn dot, you know how exactly regressions model works, k-means, control I, few things before I go to the next step. In k-means, by default, how many cluster it is suggesting to us? 8 cluster. First parameter is go back to the parameter sections. The number of clusters to form. How many groups it will create? 8 group. No, I don't want to make 8 group. I will build elbow graph first. Understood? Then I will decide the cluster. Init k-means plus plus random. Init, what is init? So callable shape n clusters default k-means method for initialize. When you apply k-means plus plus, it select initialize cluster centroid using sampling based. So the moment when you apply k-means plus plus, it will create a centroid by using algorithm of Greedy K-means algorithm. Understood, guys, or not? In your resume, please mention greedy K-means. Greedy K-means, and there is vanilla K-means, but here the greedy using help of greedy algorithm, what exactly happened? The K-means plus plus pickup. So in our example, I take how many centroid? Two centroid. What are those? One and two. You pick a random centroid. Understood, guys, or not? So here, rather than random centroid, you pick one step by step, a format proper. So it applied empirical probability distribution. Are you clear? Every record is one point. So few technical terms I want to use in K means, okay, I think inertia is that. Yeah, this is initialize. So we initialize to make a cluster from the data side. Init means what? Initialize the cluster from the data set. So the first thing we called as what, guys? Um, K means plus plus. In K means plus plus, it apply few technical one, empirical probability distribution. Are you guys understood? Most of the colleges, they will teach theory which is doesn't make sense. Now here you know the logic, I mean code where you use in ML. This topic missed in college. If anybody ask an interview, they won't satisfy when you speak theory. Now we'll do practical. And then it have greedy k-means plus plus algorithm. And second one is vanilla k-means algorithm, guys. Understand these technical terms. Understood or not? So if someone asks, where did you apply greedy k-means? Nobody will respond. Now you can answer or not? Where do you apply which k-means clusters algorithm, guys? So this parameter is very important. Random method for initialize. What is k-means? It select initial cluster centroid. Understood or not? And sampling based on empirical probability distributions and over inertia. So it apply lot of logic. What is random? Randomly it will select a clusters which might accuracy will increase reduce, guys. So that is why parameter tuning is k-means plus plus, hyperparameter tuning is random. Understood now? So what is the second initialize we have learned? And n in it. So we have this one. And max iterations, verbose, nothing required, anything left, algorithm. Which algorithm it follows? It follows Lloyd algorithm and LCAN. So K means apply to algorithm. K means algorithm, I mean, in hyperparameter, which is Lloyd and LCAN. Understood? So see that K-means algorithm, the EM style algorithm like Lloyd, the LCAN, these algorithm they've been applied, guys. So everything has a lot of math. Those things no required because you no recruiter want to know more in-depth things, guys. Understood? So here, let's build now. Online team clear. So how many cluster by default it gave now? Eight. But I don't want to do eight clusters. I write a loop. Can you please apply this WCSS? Create an empty list. Can I build elbow graph now? Can I build elbow graph? Please build elbow graph, guys. How to build elbow graph? What is name of the model? Google Gemini. I think we have, where is the studio now? Build, skip. So the first thing, did you create empty list, guys? WCSS? Yes, team. WCSS means what? I create a empty list now so that I can append. Write this code for I in range 1 to 11. For I in range 1 to 11, I just take as I have few thing. I'll try 1 to 11. K means I want to select a optimized number of clusters rather than don't depend on it. N clusters I, init K means plus plus random state 0 because this is all parameters. So this K means fit into X. What is X? My variable independent. And WC at the append inertia. Inertia means append all the clusters to that. And then when you try this, you get your graph. Can you please tell me how many group we can make now? Please do it. 4 to 6, no man. Check properly. Just now I teach you now how to give me one. Okay, let's wait for others. Did you got the graph? Please write. Yes. Guys, have you got this? So how many things you get it now? Okay. So if you just 1 second, now try this, right click, copy image, and then paint. If I go to the paint, so how many clusters? Anyone finalize? Yes. And online team, anyone? Which one team? I could say 5 clusters, isn't it? 5 clusters. So how many group I can make here? 5 clusters, exactly. So 5 clusters. So rather than 8, can we go with 5 now? Exactly. So what do you do now? Please write this code. So rather than k-means, let's build k-means predict. So I can build my model with how many cluster? 5 clusters. Yes, of the good. So now, so have you built this, guys? After build, how many clusters we make it here? 5 clusters. So 5 clusters, can we visualize? I share this code in the Google Classroom. Can you please copy this and paste it here and check? Do you got a clusters graph now? Can you please check this and let me know? I shared this code in the Google Classroom. Team, did you understand? Can you please got this graph? I shared this in Mount. So guys, did you got this graph, everyone? No, no, you no need to write this. I shared the code, guys. Can you open Google Classroom? And then, yes, got it, Rashmi, good. So now copy that image and paste here. When we paste here, can you check? So my next question, so if you see that, how many clusters I make? 5 clusters. Can you tell me which cluster has high annual income, high spending score? Can you please check which cluster has high annual income, high spending score? Hmm? Cluster 2. Everyone is agree with that? Cluster 2 has high income. Do you say divide the graph into four part? Which cluster has high annual income, low spending score? High annual income, low spending score. अब ये आ रहा है ना यार. Cluster 3, isn't it? Exactly, exactly. Cluster, this is blue, which is cluster 2. This is cluster 3. Now, would you notice which customers are low annual income, high spending score? This guy's cluster 4. This guy has high spending score, low income. Are you guys understood? So, team, that's the way. But there's a question. I got the graph now. Do you see how this is called centroid? My next question to you, you send this graph to boss. He will confuse. What is meant by cluster 2? What is meant by cluster 3? Now, your manager asks you, tell me this record belongs to which cluster? How do you say that? I need this value. Guys, listen, one, two, three. Then your manager will filter, which is cluster one. Actually, cluster, if you see that, do you know reality? Cluster two is a VIP customer. Cluster is a VIP customer. When VIP will go to the shopping mall, they have a separate treatment given or not? And these customers are window shopping customers. The camera is looking at these guys. Did you know there are shopping malls available in the world? We can't enter there. The pricing is damn. Understood? In Bangalore, Brigade, I'm sorry, Vijay Malia. If you went to in Bangalore, so at least the minimum price is more than 2 lakhs. So there's more window shopping customers. Or in Dubai, there's a lot of hi-fi shopping malls are there where they can track. How do you track? What is the purpose to build this? What is purpose to build this graph? What is purpose to build the project? To identify, to recognize a genuine customer, to remove a just some other customers which is not coming. Are you guys understood? Different customers has mindset. The ML model can predict it, who are genuine, who is not. The one they find out it's not genuine, they track, the camera is monitoring them. Everything is automized, guys. When you go to the kiosk room and they enter your detail, everything is a credential is there or not? Enter your face, enter your detail, enter your age, enter your salary. Model predicted he is belong to cluster 4. Cluster 4 means someone can start monitoring. You understand? So to recognize, now my question to you is, if you see this, how to know this customer belong to which group? Make sense or not? Then only I can filter. Then only I can find out. So that's what, write the last line of code, which is dataset cluster YK means. When you do that, now if you say dataset, now I'll call back print dataset, then here execute. Do you see now you got this output or not, team? Can you see a model has built? Now you can create a streamlet and you can build it, guys. I hope you can make it. Please response. Please write this. Team understood. So the first record belongs to third cluster. Second one, fourth cluster. This is third cluster. Got my point, team? Team understood now. So I think if I apply open folder, just C drive, users, admin, somewhere clustering app.py. Okay, I build this app. I'm in here. So if I go back to this, go to terminal and I keep everything in the Streamlit, guys. So just command prompt cd 15 and why it's taking more time. Line has been updated 3.0. Do you see? Wait. Okay, can you please try this, guys? I think I want you to try this and let's build it here. A edit, save. Okay, do you see CSV file, drag and drop file? I'm gonna browse my file here. When I browse file, elbow method, the elbow method is processing now. This is small customer CSV, 5 clusters, and great, 5 group has been created. Amazing or not? If I make to 6 clusters, I think 6 clusters has made. Are you guys now actually 5? So my boss can understand which graph belongs to which clusters. I think I can add, you can also apply one filter button. What is filter? The best one is, I think I can download the CSV file. If I download, export. So just 1 second. When I export it, just go to downloads here. And where did I export, man? PDF. No, not this one. So I think somewhere it's export. So you can add more things, guys. I think let me expand here. Types of search. If annual income spending score is 81, okay. Cluster, I think sort ascending. Only read 3. I'm not getting 0, 1, 2. Okay, maybe you need to little work on this, how to edit it. So just apply this. Let's try. Team, are you understand? Can you please work? Pretty clear, team. Understood. That's it for today. And we'll connect on Monday, guys. Happy weekends. And did you save the code? Did you save the code? The code, the one which I shared, can you copy that and paste it? I'm going to delete it now because I will share all those things right away in the Google Classroom. Okay, team? I think the app was missing. Where is the code? $15. Why this is okay. This one. Okay, I'm sharing all this code right now. Okay, goodbye, guys. Happy weekends, everyone. See you on Monday. I'm thinking anyone will log out now, log in now. Let's see. Anyone join now? No, no problem. Okay, guys, good night. Happy weekends. Good day. Bye. Let me post. Okay, the notes posted. Class today. She joining. Just now I got a message from Banju. Huh? Okay. You're joining, right? I'll come in 10 minutes. No, no, I'm starting now. Just wait for that. Okay, bye. తెలుగున్నావా వచ్చేసినావా ఎయిట్ పెట్టాం ఫైనల్ అదే పెట్టావా రైట్ రైట్ సరే అది బాగుంది కదా బాగుంది కదా ఆ చేసిన కంటే ఇదే బెటర్ ఉంది వాళ్ళకి రాదమ్మా